true champion. What's going on, Facebook? Hey, you already know who it is. Dr. J Will in the house once again. Hey, I knew what I was doing. I was trying to do some things just then. Gonna have a special guest come on tonight. Gonna have a special guest come on tonight. I was trying to send out the invite, but you know how it goes. Sometimes do what you want, sometimes it doesn't. So I was just let me see if it sends out again. Sometimes it gives me an error like it did, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey, I appreciate each and every person came out tonight to watch the show. Let me try to do this email. You know, sometimes that's even worse trying to do the. It's even worse trying to send a for the emails. It's even worse. So that's what you see me doing. I'm trying to send an email out. I'm not gonna even try that way. But sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do. So I've already copied and pasted and all that good stuff. And let me see if I can get it in the comments. Bringing somebody on, but oh, no problem. I see that it's already on. Hey, give me about 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I gotta do something real quick, and I'll be back with that special guest. Oh, you already know who she is, but just in case you don't, just give me a couple minutes, and I will make sure that we come back and we got some big things happening here. We got some big things happening in Texas, and we are going to talk about those things a little briefly. And we put a little music on just a moment, y'all. Then I'll come back. I forgot I didn't turn my lights on and all that good stuff. So y'all give me just a moment. enjoy, enjoy, enjoy just a moment. Let's see. I don't think I wasn't ready. I wasn't. I mean, yeah. Hey, I'm just saying. Hold on just a moment. I'll make sure that we get to getting. Okay, okay. You know I'm back. I'm back. This is Dr. J. Will, Delete Motivation Moments with Dr. John Williams. Lesson continuing on with our subject. And once again, I want to thank each and every person last night that tuned in. I'm looking at the reviews, good reviews of the show we did last night, referencing helping others and that thing about making America great and all that good stuff. We can set the example no matter what others say, others do. That's them. But we should set the example. Wow, I see I got a lot of extra stuff up there. I don't know. But we can set the example tonight. Tonight, you guys, we have a very, very special guest all the way from Texas. None other than that Miss Juanita Camp. She's just always doing something. And she'll be talking about the upcoming event, the Hall of Fame that she has going on, which will be held in Dallas. But listen, that's about as much as you're going to hear me talk tonight because I'm turning this show over to her tonight so we can get to know who she is. And if you've seen, I've been posting a lot of stuff on her program talking about the event that's coming up next month. And it's almost, oh wow, already almost next month. Listen, you still have time to register. Few of us have already registered. I got to double check and make sure I registered. But you know, I'll be there. Listen, I already got my ticket in my hand. I just got to get there. So without any further ado, I want to bring on the one, the only, the woman of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. Miss Juanita Cab. Let me see if I can bring it from backstage. Oh wow, there we go. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
sir.
I'm gonna turn the music down wherever it's at. Turn off there. Boom. I turned it off. So can you hear me now? Say something.
Absolutely.
I can't hear you.
Absolutely.
I can't hear
It's
you. Let me
coming.
see if I'm doing something
Okay.
wrong. Now say something. There we go. There we go.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear
Here
me
we go.
now?
I can.
Yay! Well, it's an honor to be here with you, sir. Thank you very much.
So, uh, you know, tons of people already know who you are. But like I said, this Dr. J. Will, you already know who I am. This is Dr. Juanita. Go ahead and tell them who you are.
Good day, everyone. My name is Juanita Cap, and I started the Meticulous Moments podcast a few years ago. And I have met the most incredible people through that platform. And from that platform, was born the Meticulous Martial Arts Mastermind group. And well, we are now a very, very strong group, and we are on the brink of having our first Hall of Fame event. And that's going to be in December 6, 7, and 8. And it's going to be in Dallas, Texas at the Hilton Lincoln Center. And I have to say, I'm so super blessed because on my MAM journey, I have met amazing people such as yourself, Dr. Williams. And,
Oh,
you know, we have become family. That's what
yeah.
we are. We're not just martial artists scattered in the globe. We're all one big family. So I thank you for that privilege.
Well, tell us about a little bit about your Meticulous Moments program and how did that come about?
Absolutely, absolutely. I was a pastor for 15 years, and in COVID, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer, and she had 3 weeks to live. and we were going to be on lockdown for 3 weeks, sir. So I cried. I phoned her and I said, I don't know, I can't reach you in time. I said, but I'm going to pray and I'm going to trust God that I will be able to see you before Jesus comes to take you. And I sat on the corner of my bed in the sunlight every morning. I had a beautiful mountain that I could look at there. You know, we were surrounded by mountains in South Africa, in Queenstown. And every morning I said, God, I ask you two things. I pray. I said, please let me reach my mom in time. It doesn't seem possible in the natural, but let me reach her in time. And also when I get there, because it's brain cancer, let her remember me.
Wow.
Dr. Williams, 3 months later, she passed away on July the 7th, but 3 months later, I was able to get a permit. She had been holding on. She was waiting for me to reach her before she let go. I was able to reach her, and guess what? She remembered me, and it was on her deathbed that she said, Juanita, go and do something that you enjoy and share this passion that you have for people and speaking. She said, you were in the ministry for so long, you're on call 24/7. Go and do something that makes you happy. And the reason for that was she was only 65 years old and she still wanted to go places and learn to play more instruments and meet her friends. And there were things that she still wanted to do and she would never have the opportunity. And she wanted me to learn a lesson from that and to get that opportunity to change my life. So God took me from the ministry, from my pulpit, and He took me into the marketplace, and He gave me a global audience, and it's all because of her. So that's how I started Meticulous Moments.
Well, sometimes we can be in the church house, and you can get so caught up behind those four walls that you forget that there's more out there. Uh, that's when you really understand your ministry. I believe this is me talking personally. I believe you really understand your ministry when you step outside those four walls, because everybody in the four walls, within those four walls, they're on your side. They're going to agree with you. Amen, amen. But when you get out there, I remember I was a youth pastor, and I wanted to just experience different things. So I told him, I said, yeah, let me be on the prison ministry. So I went to the prisons. These hardcore guys, all they do is sit up in there and read the Bible or whatever. No matter if they understand it or not, they just got a lot of time on their hand, and that's all they do. Man, that was the most scariest feeling I ever had, because I go into the prison and these guys all in the room, these hardcore killers, and they're laughing at every word you say and everything. Like, man, it wasn't like this when I was in church. I mean,
Right.
they love me in church, but these guys are saying, man, that stuff you guys are talking, it's not real and all this. And then you're trying to be nice to them, and then you're looking like, or are they supposed? I mean, you get a lot of atheists and everything
Right.
in the room, because they just want to get out of their cells for that hour or whatever we
Mhm.
were allowed to be in there. But it's all, I log it in as an experience. Everything is an experience. Your mom told you to step out into the deep, and I'm sure Meticulous Moments wasn't easy starting for you. Can you
Oh,
elaborate on
sir. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I had to do so much research. And I did that. You know, I went onto the net and I started to make connections. I took everything that I used to do in the ministry in the church, I took online.
that?
I had practice sessions. And a funny thing happened when I put all that effort in. It was like God just made the way straight for me, because I was thinking to myself, I know so many amazing speakers, authors, martial artists. Who do I interview first? And then one day I was on LinkedIn and I received this message. And the message was saying, and it's out of the blue because I never advertised it up to that point. The message said, well, I'm looking for a speaking opportunity, and I was wondering if you could assist. And I thought to myself, my goodness, I think God just sent me my first speaker. And he was a lieutenant colonel in the army. And I said, well, we'll have to make a plan. So I jumped on. In those days, I did Zooms. I
Mhm.
recorded the Zooms, and then I would edit it and then upload. But still friends with my first guest ever. And from that podcast, he actually wrote a book and he started to get onto stages. He's doing public speaking. He's all over the place on LinkedIn, busy with interviews. So I was very happy and honored to have been a part of that, to help him further his career. But it's been a journey, but it wasn't easy in the beginning. There's so many things. Dr. Will, everybody doesn't know of all the hard work that's really happening behind the scenes with shows like this. There's a lot going on. So my hat off to you, sir, for all your hard work as well. 'Cause it takes dedication. It definitely does.
So people may think that, well, she does this, but you're also a martial artist as well, correct? Tell
That's
us
right, sir.
about your martial arts background. I'm gonna pick your brains today. I mean, on this show, you just be you. Pretend it's your show, and I'm just the man in the corner asking questions. That's all. It's your show.
Thank you, sir. Well, to give a little bit of a backstory why I started martial arts, when I was younger, I loved to watch the martial arts movies. It was my favorite thing to do. And when I went into primary school, my friend did karate, Shotokan karate, and I wanted to join the karate class. And I went to my mom, and my mom was a short lady. I always said she's a pocket rocket because she was small, but she could take charge of her room. You did not talk back to that lady. You listened and you stood in line when she said so. So I went and I said, Mom, I really want to do martial arts. My friend's doing it and I want to join. She said, Juanita, you grew up on a farm. She said, you're always with your cousins and your nephews. You're already a tomboy. It's for men and for boys. So no, it's a no. So being the good child that I was, I said, okay, it's fine. I'll just do the rest of the sports and I left it. But when I was in my 30s, my son was turning 5.5, and I thought I want him to experience martial arts because it's always been something that I wanted to pursue, wanted to see if he liked it. And I saw such a big change in my child so quickly. I said to my daughter, I said, I want to also go. I'm in my 30s now, so I'm sure I can make my own decisions now. So I went to the Kiyoshi and I said, Kiyoshi, do you have adult classes? Because I really want to do martial arts. And I told him the story. And he said, you are welcome to join in. And so I did. And soon after, other adults started joining as well, and it's almost been 9+ years now. So yes, I did Sharon Khan in South Africa, and then my grandmaster is Gary Henry Amen. With him, I'm in Tang Soo Do, and I do kickboxing, boxing, kata, kumite, wooden weapons, bladed weapons, self-defense, a lot of self-defense, and I just enjoy martial arts, not just for the physical activity, but everything that it brought out of my spirit, because it changed me.
Wow. The discipline part is what I love. The discipline part.
That's
I was trying to do something, but so we're getting into December. I mean, December is fastly approaching, and
oh yes,
I know that you have a huge event that is
that,
coming up in the end of November, beginning of December, or December, the first weekend of December, correct?
that's right. First weekend of December, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and Hilton Lincoln Center in Dallas. And our nominations are still open until the 15th, and also the registrations thereof. So the deadline is today, a week from today. And we also have people coming in from the Dallas dojos that are just coming to train for the day. So if you're not an inductee, you can come and train for the day with our amazing facilitators who are coming from all over the globe. We've got Silvio Simac from the UK, Mark Stas from Belgium, Michelle Lopez Cardozo from the Netherlands. We've got Ron Smorenberg from Thailand. We've got Joe Cortez, a Hall of Fame referee from the US. And of course, Shannon the Cannon Rich, 8-time MMA world champion. He's also from the US. He's going to be there. So they are going to be training with martial artists and the inductees on the Saturday. So Friday, it's going to be an epic event.
So in other words, we need to bring our gis and pads and all that good stuff so that we can participate with them. Is it an extra price or anything training with? I'm asking all these questions. So,
It's
sometimes
free.
you go to tournaments and people say, well, yeah, it's $90 to train with this one for 3 minutes and all that. Is this that kind? Well, I mean,
No,
hey, I've been to some places that, yeah, it's been
right?
some legends were there and they still thought they was worth $90 a minute. I'm just saying,
Well,
I just want to put that out
yeah,
uh, before people even get there because I want you to know that I can assure you right now it's over 1 million people already receiving this thing. That's the way I send it out when I do it. So you may have received the same one 19 times, but this, it's because I do the group thing, and we have
beautiful.
about over 2 million people that whether they watching the show, they will receive this show, and all
Thank you.
overseas, Africa, and everything. What part of Africa were you from? Did you come from?
Oh yes, I grew up in the Soutpansberg. That's very close to it's close to Limpopo, going up to Venda. So that's where I grew up. But at the moment, I reside in the Eastern Cape in Queenstown. I have
Okay.
a lovely farmhouse there. And
Oh,
with this event, when you are an inductee, you have access to the whole weekend. If you have a plus one, they have access to the whole weekend. But if you just want to come and train, you have a $99 fee. But that's for the whole day, guys, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. with 6 legends from all over the globe. So, I mean, if I was in Dallas and I was a student, I would be there and I would bring all my friends. But South Africa, South Africa is so beautiful. I was saying today the people are so friendly. We have such amazing tourism attractions there, the beaches.
yeah.
We're talking about whale watching. We're talking about the dolphins there, cage diving, and then of course the cuisine. We have some good food in South Africa. So, a beautiful place that I came from. Today, I'm in Texas. At the moment, I'm in Texas here, but I am from South Africa.
Well, I was actually before COVID kicked in. I was actually filming a documentary over there, and we were doing also a short film called "The Prince of Abu," the Prince of
Wow.
Abu. I was going to be the lost prince, and we were actually filming it in Lagos in that area, Nigeria,
Yes.
because we was gonna film it some parts on the floating, the floating island. I guess it's
Mhm.
you can see it from the bridge in Lagos, and I was excited and really scared at the same time because number one, I didn't want to go out there on the water and do all that stuff, but it was just part of the thing. So I was supposed to be the lost son, the lost prince coming from America that they didn't know they had or whatever, and the dad was dying, and he told the story of, yeah, I got a son in America, so they track me down and bring me there, and
Wow,
that's
that's cool.
gonna go. I was very excited. We did film some over in all over Africa, all over Nigeria and Lagos area, and Ife, I you pronounce it, the oldest college there. We did film there. Also, we went over to Abu Dhabi and Dubai and filmed some there. Filmed some little things over in Germany. So we were all overseas filming different areas. Really, really good. But what is it? What are qualifications? What are some of the qualifications to get into the Hall of Fame? And I noticed that you have a lot of you're inducting a lot of new ambassadors for the program and all that. give them their flowers now. Shout out to the people. Let them know what you're doing in all those areas.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. First of all, that film sounds incredible. The script is very, very good. So I'm happy that you were a part of that project, that you could go and film in all those places. Abu Dhabi, I think that was the best place for you to visit because that's like the MMA capital of the world. I want to go there one day.
It was beautiful, I tell you, but it was hot, but it was beautiful.
I'm sure.
I didn't want to leave. I mean, I was only there 7 days, but I tell you what, I could have used another 7. I wouldn't have been mad.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. A shout out to the MAM ambassadors. And Dr. Will is one as well. Congratulations, sir, because it's such an honor to have you on board. We have amazing ambassadors at MAM. And these are individuals that have really caught onto the vision of community upliftment through leadership development. That's something that I promote with MAM and with the Meticulous podcast. And these are individuals, guys, that really, they are at the top of their levels. They are good human beings. They are people that jump in and help. They are pioneers. They are goal setters. They are go-getters. And each and every single one of them that are on the MAM Ambassador program deserves to be there. And I'm very, very pleased and honored. Actually, I want to see if I can quickly pull up the name. Make sure.
It's your show.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I just don't want to forget a name because you know what happens. Sometimes people get name right.
Oh, I know that. I forgot a name like that. I'm hearing it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It happens, and then you're like after the show, you're like, "Oh no, I forgot to
I meant to say that one. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just going to give a shout out to the MAM ambassadors. Javier Barragan, he's in Europe. He's one of our ambassadors. Chris Wetherington, he's from the US. Shannon, the Cannon Rich, he's from the US. Stefan Blaya, he's also an ambassador. Mr. Vince Murduko is also an ambassador. Jorge Borjas, Jim Burkle. We've got GM Rick Stanford. Kyle Green, and then of course Dr. Will, you're on there. We've got Don McGuire. That's right. And then the final one is Franco Botha, and he's a South African boxer who fought Mike Tyson, and he's on with MAM. And guess what? He has challenged Mike Tyson for another fight because they want to see who's the oldest heavyweight world champion.
Oh, wow.
That's coming up.
So Mike probably crazy enough to give it to him too.
I'm sure. I can't wait. I know that he's going to fight next week. I mean, you know, he's going to fight next Friday, guys. We have to watch that fight. I'm calling it. Tyson's going to knock his opponent out. You can't beat that experience. But yeah, there's more fights coming.
I hope Tyson don't have a flashback of his younger days and forget that it's an exhibitionist type match. You know how we are. You know how we are as martial artists. Oh, it's an exhibition, and then you think the person gets the best. Or hey, wait a minute, if some bail goes off in your head, and wait a minute, it's supposed to be an exhibitionist. No.
I feel sorry for Jake Paul.
Yeah. So, you know, I was looking at, I think you got a new book that came out. Tell us a little bit about your new book that came out. You know?
Thank you, sir. I'm publishing that through Hanshi Bowen with Elite Publications. I felt like I had to do it with Hanshi because he was my first MAM member. Okay. And, you know, when I contacted him, he jumped on board. And he said, I'm going to be a member. And he's worked with me since. He's had the courage to do that because at that time, guys, I don't know if you know that, but at that time, I started MAM, but I was only a brown belt in karate. I wasn't a black belt yet.
Remember.
And Hanshi Bowen, right? He had the faith in me to say, I'll jump on board. So I said, when I do my first book, I'm going to publish it through Elite. So the book's name is Lioness, A Warrior's Journey. And it talks about how it's my life story. I talk about things that were very painful to me, but it's real. I keep it real. I see it like it is. And I want people to see how God works in our lives, how magnificently He weaves things together. Sometimes it looks like we are suffering a loss, but actually He's promoting us.
Yes,
So
yes.
I can't wait for people to read that book, sir. It glorifies God.
And that's the reason I brought it to your attention, because if you don't mention, I'm trying to jar your brain like, hey, don't you have a book? Don't you have a magazine? Don't you have? So what else? So you said it's going to be at the which hotel?
Hilton Lincoln Center in Dallas, Texas. And
Yeah,
I have an amazing lady that I'm working with. Shout out to Leo. She has been so phenomenal. She takes care of everything on that side. And it's a beautiful, beautiful ballroom that we have. And
yeah.
it's a beautiful hotel, and it's close to the airport. So the closest airport for people to fly into would be Dallas Love Field. It's about
Love,
15 minutes from the venue.
that is great to know. Love Field. So do they have a shuttle that leads? I'm only asking these questions because here at this hotel, I mean, whenever you come to Colorado Springs, some hotels have a shuttle, some don't. So do that airport. Usually Hilton provides a shuttle, but I'm just not putting it out there. I'm asking, do they
Right.
provide a shuttle to
They
the
can, yes, yes, they can provide that service. So if anyone would like to be a part of something, a part of the shuttle, they must just reach out to me. And I just want to remind the audience, guys, don't wait until next Friday to register. You never want to leave things till last minute.
okay.
Reach out to me, get your registration done. Let's make sure you are locked in, and bring your plus ones. You're welcome to bring a family member to
Huh?
celebrate this with you. And
This-
it's just going to be epic, sir. This is going to be a celebration of people's hard work, because the people that are being inducted, they have all worked for years and years to get to their level. They are
yeah,
10 stands, they are 9 stands. They are people that have really, they're world champions. They are Emmy Award winners. They are different categories that we're inducting in. And every single person that's being inducted deserves to be there. We didn't just put everybody in that applied, there was a selection process.
well, I know personally I probably sent you about 10 people. Out of those 10, I wanted
Yes.
to make sure. The reason I did it the way I did is because probably more than that. But what I
Yes.
wanted to do is I wanted a variety. I didn't just want USA. So you'll have Dr. Jeanette. She's representing the whole Philippines pretty much. So you'll
So,
even have people uh, representing the Philippines, USA, Africa, Venezuela, all those, and that's just the way we should be global. I mean, you're already global. You are doing a great job. Please never stop doing what you do.
thank
Um,
you, sir.
I'm trying to think. I know it was something else that I wanted to ask you, but is there any? Oh, what are the recipients getting? Certificate, $9,000? What? I mean, I'm just asking.
Well, I don't know about the $9,000, but they are getting a beautiful trophy, and they are
Yeah,
getting a certificate. And that certificate is being signed by all of the facilitators. Remember, they are world top class individuals in their areas, and my GM as well. And that trophy is beautiful. I ordered one. I'm going to be showing the audience next week, early
good.
next week, so I can have one in hand to show them. But it's a beautiful
Yes,
trophy,
yeah.
and I've taken a lot of detail, put a lot of detail into it, because I
That's
feel the inductees deserve it. They deserve it. They've worked for it. And there's nothing that makes me happier than to celebrate someone's hard work and accomplishments.
See, we got the same mindset. I don't like to give out cheap stuff at any event. I rather spend the money and bring in less than to give you something that's going to fall apart in 2 weeks or whatever after you get it. So, what is the price again, and what is the
Mhm.
cost of the hotel? And is there an alternate hotel? Do you have rooms set aside? Those things that
Yes.
people. be asking. You can clarify everything now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Inductee fee is $275. That's for the whole weekend. That's for Friday for the book launch. The photo session and the meet and greet is the Friday night from 6 to 9 p.m. Saturday, it includes your 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. training with our amazing facilitators. It includes also Saturday night, your 7 p.m. till late award and gala ceremony. And of course, you will receive hors d'oeuvres on the Friday night, and on Saturday, there's a buffet. But at the award ceremony, you will also receive your trophy and your certificate. And then on Sunday, there is a mastermind, a very big mastermind that's going to end the weekend off for us. And that's from 9 to 12. So that's for the induction fee. And then for anyone that's a plus one, guess what? You can accompany your loved one to all of these activities during the course of the weekend. Of course, the only difference is you're not going to be inducted, but you can
Right.
accompany your loved one. And then, of course, the other fee is for people that are not on the level yet of being inducted, but they can come and train. I wanted to make the opportunity available to people out there, martial artists, to come and meet these 6 amazing facilitators, and they can do that for $99, and they get to spend the whole day with these amazing people. And the room fee, sir, there are rooms being set aside. They are set aside for the event. Normally, a room would be $210, but they're giving a special price for inductees or plus ones, people that want to come over, for $159. So I think that's a good deal. It's a good discount
That's a great discount. And that's per night, right? That's not
per
for
night.
okay. I might get there and I think it's 159 for 3 nights and be disappointed. No, but I thank you so much for allowing me to be one of the inductees as well as my assistant that runs the Florida Williams Elite Florida, Dr. Jeanette or Master Jeanette uh, Rana. She's our person for Florida, so I think she invited 2 or 3 people coming out of Texas area and Florida area. So we're just trying to help every and each and everybody. And on that same note, um, talking about helping, that's my thing this week of helping those in need. We're actually, and this is just PBA, public broadcast announcement. Uh, we are still seeking donations for the 2 events that we have going on. What we do every year is, I'm the humanitarian, and I pride myself on being a humanitarian versus martial arts, because martial arts, when the fighting is done, when your awards are done and Hall of Fames and all that, uh, what next do you have? I mean, what have you given back to your community? So I'm uh, very proud of the humanitarian work that we do. So we have a Filipino American outreach that we do, and we have the one here, of course, Come On In Elite Global. And this year we are raising funds to feed. Our goal is 500 families. That's our goal. Our goal is 500 families, and I believe if we raise $1,500, we can feed the 500 families. It's probably about $500 for a couple of hundred people or something like that. But with given all the storms in Florida, all the storms that happen over in the Philippines and stuff, we just happen to have those two areas under our umbrella, and we are seeking anybody that's listening that want to help us reach that goal. Um, just inboxes. You can put it in the inbox of, hey, get in touch with me or whatever. Or I think Dr. Jeanette will put a thing in there who they can reach. But if we can raise this and feed these 500 people, that's where my heart is. Hall of Fame, once you're in grade, you're in there, but it's the work that we do. And last year we were able to really step out and help. I don't know if you know about our program that
Mm-hmm.
has the Sock It To Me program. I talk about giving socks to the homeless. We have the Hug a Bear program, which we go into the nursing homes once again and give bears out to the nursing those in the nursing home. We have the elite senior beauty pageants where we go into the nursing homes and you know give a beauty pageant to the nursing home residents, that stuff, because we're going to get there one day.
Mm-hmm.
Me
That's
and the
right.
nurses, we're going to get there one day where they're going to forget about us and we're going to
Mhm.
depend on somebody to come in to do something crazy like we do. And
Yeah.
your work that you do, never think it's in vain. Look how many people you've reached now. And I want to be one of
So,
the first. If your book is available when we get to if your book is available when we get to Dallas, I want to be one of the first ones for you to sign. Will you have them there in Dallas? That's another question. Will your
yes,
book
yes.
be ready in Dallas?
Yes, I'll have some copies there. I can't bring too many, of course, but I'll have some copies there, and then I'll take pre-orders. But sir, I will most gladly sign a copy for you. Thank you for the honor. I'm very happy to hear that, and I'm very proud of the work that you are doing, because community it's in our veins, and that's why we
Yeah,
come together is to uplift others and especially your target group, the elderly. When I
yeah.
was younger, my mom used to go to the old age homes and she used to wash the elderly's hair and paint their nails and just the difference that it made in their day, because sometimes the children just drops them off and they forget
That's
about
it.
them.
Drop it and forget them. I mean, the
what
first
what
time they
kind
come
of
at a week at a time, and then next thing you know, it's been 6 years since they seen them.
That's
I
right.
mean, it just
And that's not right. Yeah, we have to take care of them. They took care of us. They
yeah.
took the time to raise us. It takes a village to raise a child. So I take my hat off to you for the work that you are doing. And I would like to, as meticulous moments, get involved with what you are doing,
Please,
so that we can take hands and do things together.
please do because um, it's all about helping one of another. I mean, it's we don't put the funds in our pocket. The fund we in
Mm-hmm.
fact we put out extra funds out of our pocket because when we
That's
set
right.
a goal, if we don't reach it, that comes from us. We just have that determination, and it's fun being in all these different Hall of Fames and Hall of Honors and all. But
Yeah.
when I ask the people, people walk around with black belts, 8th degree, 10th degree. Hey, how many volunteer hours you have? What do you mean? What? Yeah, see,
Exactly.
haven't did anything in the community, but they're everything in their dojo, and
That's right.
that's what bothered me. I believe, just me, with the Williams Elite Martial Arts. Before you put a black belt on, you're gonna have at least 100 volunteer hours. I don't
That's
care
right.
raked lead, went and took somebody's trash out. And I just believe that we should be known just as well out in the community than inside the dojo. I don't want to
That's
bring a student in and make him pay $120 a month. And I don't know if he is eating at home. I don't know what his
true.
yard look, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way schools do. They get caught up on the money part and
Mm-hmm.
they don't care about what's happening there in their community. And I
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of problems in the past with, hey, let's go over here and let's help, let's do a trash day in the honor of the school name. Mr. William, everybody does not like you and blah, blah, blah.
Uh,
Well, why are we black belts? I mean,
exactly.
we're black belts. You
Exactly.
do all the
I
school
agree. I
in there,
agree.
but
And I want to tell the audience, meticulous moments inductees as well. You heard Dr. Will. Bring a pair of socks. You can fit that in your suitcase. I'm
yes,
going to have a basket there. Bring a pair of socks or more. Bring
thank
as
you.
many as you can and bring teddy bears, because we need to show that, guys. I
Yeah,
have I have respect for what you do, sir, because we really need to step up. And I
yes.
believe now's the time as well. Times are hard for many people. And if
Yeah.
we can bring a smile to someone, or if we can keep their feet warm, sir, through your organization, let's do that. So, to all the inductees that are coming, bring a pair of socks, bring more than one pair, bring a teddy bear if you can, or make a donation, and let's
Wow.
stand together because we are a global family. We're not just here
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
separate. We are
Exactly.
here as in the church. What are we? We are the voice of God. We are the hands and the feet. Come
Yes.
together and let's support each other. That's what it's all about.
That's true. And I wanted to personally. I know I sent it to you in the mail when you got your
Mhm.
induction into the Elite Hall of Honor.
Yes.
I want to um, present that to you at your program if you could make the time, because then I want everybody to see you receiving that award, because it's just not an award. It's a really prestigious award, and I'm
Yes.
telling you, the vetting that the people had to go through, it was heartbreaking that some people didn't make it. I mean, they
Yeah.
had paid their money, but when the vet came back and said, "Hey, this person got this in their background," it was hard for me to refund 17 and
Mm-hmm.
$1,800 at a time, especially when the program was coming up. You know,
Yeah.
when you're getting the money to
Mm-hmm.
do this, but I had to do the right thing, and I just
Yeah.
thank God. That, when your name came up, it was no problem. Soon, bam, and you were in. So it speaks a lot uh, to your name, and I want to thank Dr. Jesse Bowens for kept
Yes.
telling, hey, you need to get on Juanita Cap's show. You need to get on her show. You guys do a lot of same things together, blah, 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 blah. So, and we talked on the phone, and we video talked when I was on the mountain. And also, because you do so much, I'm going to make the decision. I would like to present something at the awards show when I come as well. So
Thank
this
you.
is the American flag, and you saw me. You saw me go up the mountain.
I do.
So every year, I try to go up the mountain in um, in hope. I mean, for the soldiers, the military, for those that can't be here with us today. And this flag will be cased in everything. And I would like to present it to meticulous moments for your
Wow.
museum on behalf of Come On In Elite Global. We have three
Thank
that we
you.
have. I know one is going overseas. Now one is going to you, and I can present that when I get there, and we have another one that's another place that it's going to. I just haven't selected it yet.
Wow.
These flags, we
Thank
drape them, and probably see it on my Facebook pictures. We drape them on our back, and we go up, and that's like 4,200 steps. The struggle is real to get to the top of that mountain, as you saw. But
you.
what did they go through to get to where they're at?
Yes. Wow.
Some
Thank you.
all. So I will bring that. It will be
Thank you very
cased
much.
and all that good stuff when I get to Dallas.
Wow. Thank you, sir. I don't know what to say. Thank you for that honor. I'm very, very honored, and my heart is touched, and I really believe God is doing great things through what you are doing, and He's made this connection, and it's an honor for me and a privilege to be on your show, on your platform, and to have you as part of my family. Thank you very much. I accept, and I can't wait for us to do that at the event. Thank you. It's going to be a tremendously blessed day.
So we've been on long enough. I wanted to make sure that you once again just kind of recap uh,
Mm-hmm.
where people need to be, the cost, the time,
Yes.
and so we'll end the show with you telling everybody, you know, the rest of the story, and once again, tell them the name of your book as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. It's the MAM Hall of Fame, and it's taking place December 6, 7, and 8 in Dallas, Texas at the Hilton Lincoln Center. And guys, nominations and registrations are closing next Friday. That is November the 15th. So make sure you click on the link. I'm going to post it with this recording, and go to the registration page. All the details are there. For inductees, it's $275 for the whole weekend. That includes your training with the facilitators. It includes your gala evening, a book launch, a mastermind. For the plus ones, you can accompany your spouse, your loved ones through the whole weekend. And if you're just coming to train, it's $99 for the day, to get training from individuals who have been in A-lister movies, people that have been doing martial arts, that started their own martial arts styles. They are coming from across the globe to meet you. So make sure that you reach out, and it's going to be a wonderful event. It's going to be a networking event, and it's going to be a celebration. And the book launch, the book's name is Lioness, because that's my nickname in the martial arts. And then the rest of the title is A Warrior's Journey. And this book was written to give God the glory for Him carrying me through every battle and every war that I have had to face. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. It has been an honor and a privilege. Us, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So last thing, I always have one more question. Will there be I know there's going to be a book signing, but will there be a, like people who wants to take pictures with the celebs and all? Is that a cost,
Yes.
or will it be set up for you to do that type of thing? How is that going to work?
There will be a setup for, there will be different packages, but on the Friday night, and that's why it's so important to get to the event early. You are able to take those photos with the celebs. And these are
Okay.
amazing people. And let me tell you, sir, I am humbled every time that I work with them, because they are down to earth. How beautiful is that? They are down
Excellent.
to earth people like us.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much once again for being on the show. I mean, everybody give it up for the one, the only Miss Juanita Cap. I mean, meticulous moments, as well as this Hall of Fame that she's doing. Continue to do your great work. And with that said, I'll let you go eat dinner or whatever you was
Thank you,
doing
sir.
before I interrupted you.
I was very happy to get that message. Thank you. It was an honor. Have a
Always,
lovely day, sir.
always. Thank you. Be blessed. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. God
All
bless you.
right. Bless you. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Facebook. Hey, like I said, thank you once again, Miss Cap, for doing that. And also, don't forget what she said. She said that, listen, I knew it was going to blast on here. Wait a minute. Let me see something here. Yeah, there we go. I was looking for that. But listen, I know that it's going to be an outstanding weekend in Dallas, Texas. Those of you that are planning on going, hey, like she said, get that ticket now so you won't have a problem when you get there. I was trying to play this music. Let me play it down low. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to, as I end the show, there we go. So listen, this is Dr. J. Will saying get those tickets. And once again, just a little reminder to listen. We have to come together on this thing that we're doing, this uh, collecting the goods, collecting that, trying to get this 1,500 up so that we can get these families fed. Listen, $10 minimum. Listen, one thing I want to say also, if you donate $10, please, please don't ask me for a tax write-off for $10. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that. I said that every year. You say, well, I need a tax write-off for $10. Go ahead and go to Walmart or Sears or whatever and spend your $10 because I am not going to give you a write-off. I'm not going to give you a write-off for $10. I'm just saying, but I appreciate every penny that you will help us. Inbox, uh, Dr. Jeanette will have in the inbox thing where how to contact her and the people in Florida that we're doing this for, her in Florida, and she handles the overseas one. She is come on in Elite Global's international chief of staff, which meaning everything dealing with overseas and a lot of things dealing with over here. She's responsible for. She has a huge task that she do, but each and every person, we're just asking you to help us make someone life a little bit easier this year. And I know you say, well, I got bills and I got this too. We all do. We all do, but this is come on, y'all. We can do it. We can do it, right? We're one. We could do this, right? I knew we could. I knew we could. I knew we could. I knew we could do it, y'all. That's just who we are. We are humans that are into helping others. So once again, this is Dr. J. Will. I got to get out of here. We did a show almost an hour. We did it almost an hour. But that's what it's all about. Just helping and making sure that everything goes the way that it does. So once again, thank you guys so much for your contributions. I know you're gonna help us out. You're gonna help us out. I already know you are. So Dr. J Wood with Elite Motivation Moments. Special guest today was Miss Juanita. So y'all be blessed. Stay well. It's winter blizzard outside. So I'm gonna stay in the house, and y'all probably see me more and more now since I'm acting up now. I got too much time on my hand now, so I'm gonna sit at this thing and I'm gonna be messing with everybody. Hey, y'all be blessed. It's Dr. J. Will, Elite Motivation Moments. Dr. J. Will. I'm breathing in, breaking down. Feel my time is running out. The fire in my heart will burn me to the ground. I did my part. I tried. Oh, can you see to my eyes like open doors?